So before we do the partial fractions decomposition, we have to make sure that the order of the numerator is less than the order of the denominator. So the highest power of x, the order is 2 here, and the highest power of x after we expand, this is 3. So this is a proper algebraic fractions. We don't have to do long division. Okay, you can just go ahead with the partial fractions. So for the 1 plus 2x, a simple distinct linear, we use this form. For the 1 minus 2x, same thing. 2 plus x, same thing. Okay, so we have to use the forms, and then we multiply both sides by the denominator. We cancel out, we have only the numerator. And on the right, when we multiply the first term, cancel out, we have a times 1 minus 2x, 2 plus x. And we do the same thing for the second term, cancel out. We have b times 1 plus 2x, 2 plus x. And the last term, cancel out, we have c times 1 plus 2x, 1 minus 2x. And now we need to choose the clever values of x such that we can find a, b, c as fast as possible. So we do that by plugging in the zeros of the factors. So x equals minus 2 here is the 0 of 2 plus x. When we plug in minus 2, the x is minus 2, this is what we get. Plug in minus 2, this is what we get. Plug in minus 2, this term goes to 0 because 2 plus x will be 0. And this is also 0 because we have x is minus 2, this will be 0. And we plug in minus 2 here, we're gonna get minus 4 plus 1, which is minus 3. And plug in minus 2, we get 5. Okay, so this is minus 15. And this is minus 60, which means the c is 4. And we can plug in the next 0 of 1 minus 2x here. So we solve this equals 0, we get x equals 1/2. So that's what we plug in. We replace x with 1/2, x with 1/2, this is what we get. And we plug in x equals 1/2, of course this is 0. And we plug in 1/2, this is just 2. Plug in 1/2, we get 5 over 2. Plug in 1/2 over here, if we plug in 1/2, we're gonna get 0. So we only have b times 5 equals, use your calculator here, you get 5, so the b is 1. And now we plug in minus 1/2 because that is the 0 of this factor here. So when we plug in minus 1/2, replace the x and this x with minus 1/2, and then use a calculator, this is what you get. And on the right, when you plug in minus 1/2, you're gonna get minus 1/2 times minus 2 is 1, so this is 2. Plug in minus 1/2, we get 3 over 2. Plug in minus 1/2, this will be 0. Plug in minus 1/2, this will be 0. So we only have a times 3 equals minus 6, so the a is minus 2. We get a, b, c. So the final answer with b, the a, the b, the c, this is the final answer. Alright, I'll see you again next time.